Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II college basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Carol Werner.
Let's go live to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University for tonight's broadcast.
Welcome back inside the Butcher Center for senior night for the Shepherd men's Rams basketball team on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC digital network. Nick, Shepherd and Shippensburg, we talked about during the women's game, is a bit of a rivalry. Closest teams in the PSAC to each other, at least closest team for Shepherd in the PSAC. And this is a Shippensburg team this year that has had uncharacteristic struggles. They're 6-13 in the PSAC, 9-17 overall, where Shepherd sits fourth place in the PSAC East, 12-7, 16-10 overall, on the bubble for a potential NCAA tournament appearance, but their loss to Kutztown might have crush those dreams unless they can put on a run in the PSAC tournament. But tonight it's all about senior night and the Shippensburg Raiders.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just based off history, Shippensburg might tell you like Millersville's their biggest rival or somebody like that. But in terms of proximity, Shepherd's actually a little bit closer than Millersville, which I believe would be then probably the closest school. But either way, these schools have been playing each other a long time out of conference, and now they've been playing them for a long time in conference. So it is a big rivalry. It's a must-win for the Rams in a lot of ways, because a loss locks up the 3 seed for Millersville. So we'll see. I mean, both these teams have had their ups and downs, I guess you could say, at times. Shepherd's been a little bit more consistent, a little bit better overall compared to the Raiders, obviously, and they're fighting for some things here in the conference still, but you never want to overlook anybody in the PSAC, and I think that's what we've learned with the Kutztown win the other day over the Shepherd team. You can never count anybody out, and Shepherd can't do that tonight.
Shippensburg is playing for trying to get a spot in the PSAC tournament. They are 6th as it stands right now, despite the struggles that we just mentioned with the record, as we mentioned as well. But they are still 6th in the PSAC East, which means that they can sneak their way into the PSAC tournament and clinch a spot in it more than likely with a win here at Shepherd, with only one game remaining this weekend. Again, as you mentioned, Shepherd's comes at Millersville on Saturday at 3 o'clock. That game will be huge, as Millersville is 13-6, Shepherd is 12-7, can decide the 3 seed in the PSAC East. So that can be notable, considering that Westchester or East Stroudsburg, that can change who you face in the second round. It can also change who you play in the first round of the PSAC tournament. If Shippensburg sneaks in as the 6, which they are a game and a half up on Bloomsburg and Mansfield, then being the 3 seed means that you would play this team again. So in that sense, if Shepherd thinks that they match up well with Shippensburg, and we'll see what happens here tonight. They did win 65-51 on January 29th against the Raiders. Then that makes this even more notable here. You got to win tonight and try to go win it at Millersville.
Right, yeah. And for Millersville, they got Westchester tonight, so even a win for them doesn't guarantee anything. But, would obviously give them a lot of momentum of a win. But for Shepherd, they need both of these to lock up that 3 spot. And obviously the higher seed usually is the better positioning, depending on, of course, the matchup and stuff. But, tonight it's a Shippensburg team that you never know what to expect. I think they'll definitely bring some good things. But can Shepherd, I guess, execute on the defensive end, limit those fouls that they had, and also celebrate senior night the right way. It's a good senior class with Chase Parr, Carson Poffenberger, Ariel Godot, and Gerard Robinson all being honored for the Rams men's team here tonight. So all those guys have contributed throughout their career to this program, and some big names. So see how it goes.
Right, with that, we'll take a 2-minute break and be back with the senior night festivities. This is Shepherd basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Pre-game show on TV10 is brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audiovisual distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Senior night started here for Shepherd.
Yeah, Ariel Godot is our first senior.
Godot from Bishop Ireton High School, one that we know a little bit. Colin and I traveled down there for Martinsburg High School football. Aiden Hewley also being honored tonight.
I didn't know he was...
He's listed as a junior, but he has redshirted a couple times.
Could be due to the well, graduated in December, but also partially probably due to the injuries, obviously, maybe playing a little bit of a factor. We'll see if he can suit up tonight.
Looks like he is in uniform.
Yeah, we'll see. But, I mean, good player when he was out there. Unfortunately, just injuries kind of hurt his career a little bit here at Shepherd. But
he's from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, he is. Went to York Suburban, a few years younger than me, so a little bit familiar with him now.
And, of course, Chase Parr.
His 41 blocks lead the team. That's 6th in the conference. And he was named PSAC East Athlete of the Week for the week of November 18th and the week of January 20th. He was named the PSAC East Defensive Athletic of the Week for the week February 10th. And when asked about his most memorable moments from his time at Shepherd, he replied the team meals and sharing the court with this group every day in practice.
Team meals are a big hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chase!
I might have to try some out. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah. There is that iconic Boston College clip where the player says his most memorable moment will be the team meals.
Yeah. Here comes Carson Poffenberger, Morgantown High School. Tracy Poffenberger hitting the court, a big member of Shepherd Athletics Twitter. Not just the basketball either.
He's fourth on the team in scoring at 7.6 points per game, third in rebounding at 5 rebounds a game, and for his career, he has 905 points, 423 rebounds. He ranks 39th all time in Shepherd history. When asked about his most memorable moments from his time at Shepherd, he replied outdoor preseason workouts and spending time with his teammates off the court. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Poffenberger!
Yeah, it's a good senior class, Dylan. I mean, a lot of guys with some memorable moments. I thought we were done.
Can't forget about Gerard.
No, of course not. It's because I wasn't thinking Hewley was one. But, yeah, Robinson, of course, has been a great player for this team.
He graduated last spring, is currently pursuing a master's degree in educational leadership. He's third on the team in scoring, 8.5 points per game, second in rebounding, 5.7 rebounds per game. For his career, he has 809 points and 440 rebounds. He ranks 35th all-time in Shepherd history. When asked about his most memorable moments from his time at Shepherd, Gerard responded to pregame meals before away games and seeing his parents and loved ones in the stands for home games. Ladies and gentlemen, Gerard Robinson!
There you go, your 2024-2025 Shepherd men's basketball senior class.
Yeah, again, great class. A lot of guys that played for a long time here with the Rams, and a newcomer as well in Chase Parr, who has definitely made his presence felt. And these guys, I mean, they've all had their moments with this team. You know, you talk about the team meals, of course, being something that they've all enjoyed. And I mean, that's really kind of part of what it's about. You know, you get to extend that brotherhood, that friendliness of, meeting new people, experiencing just different things, and getting to go on the road and travel together and kind of have that extended family. And that's what sports, can bring for you. For the people that are obviously fortunate enough to be able to be talented enough to continue to play in college, you get that extended kind of lifetime with it, where you get those extra moments that are, really special, because you can't replace that kind of stuff when you get out in the real world. It's not exactly the same, and obviously basketball helps bring that. So, yeah, guys that, obviously contributed a lot and were all really good players for this team, and all seem to do the right things on and off the court, which is what you like to see.
Yeah, having taken Coach Namalik's coaching class here at Shepherd back in the spring of 2020, and he places a huge emphasis on growing the player as a person and not just as a player. So that's not a surprise that the players sort of all, a lot of them focus in on the stuff off the court and the team camaraderie when recounting their best and favorite memories of being on the team.
Yeah, and they're having a good season too, which is nice to see. I mean, 16-10, 12-7 in the conference. Feels like every year recently we've been kind of seeing Shepherd right around that 500 mark, struggling to get the winning records in the conference, and both of those things are going to be well above 500 overall and a winning record in the conference. So see the Rams seniors and their starters here today.
Yeah, while they introduce that group, I'll get the keys of the game for this one from you, Nick. Brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to HagerstownFord.com.
Yeah, it's a good thing that this is a senior day game, because I would maybe say that this could be a trap game with Millersville on the horizon, but I don't think that will be the case. But I guess just for Shepherd, you got to play defense without fouling. That's what hurt them in their last outing against Kutztown, where, from the floor they did great on the defensive end, but Kutztown won because they got to the free throw line, made 23 free throws in all 23 attempts. So if you can avoid the fouls here tonight, you should be all right, I think. I think for Shippensburg, it's try to contain Chase Parr and what he brings on both ends of the floor. It's easier said than done, but if you can get him in foul trouble, you'll have a good chance to do so. So I think those will be the keys tonight. We'll see how the big guys can do in terms of staying out of foul trouble, and if Shippensburg can get them into some trouble and create some extra opportunities for themselves.
Feature the starting fives, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. For Shippensburg, it'll be number 4, Jaden Smith, number 10, Marcus Frank, number 11, Trey Martin, number 22, Denzel Figueroa, number 44, Timmy Connor. And for Shepherd, it's Marcus Banks, Chase Parr, Carson Poffenberger, Gerard Robinson, and Ariel Godot, who has played only 4 minutes this entire year, but on senior night, he gets the start.
Wow, that's kind of surprising. I mean, he was definitely a rotational guy, but you're right. Yeah, the stats have him as just 2 games entered in just 4 minutes this season. But
yeah, season or two, he played a solid role off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how much better the team's gotten. That's no shot against Godot. It's just they have a lot more depth than what they used to have with this year's roster.
Opening tip is won by Shippensburg, which is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. It'll be Connor coming off his screen, taking a mid-range jumper, and he sinks it. First 2 points go to Shippensburg. Marcus Banks gives it to Poffenberger, pulls up for 3. He can't hit it.
Like you said earlier, Dylan, Shippensburg's had some good teams over the years. Parr gets the block there.
Blocked out of bounds by Chase Parr. Hand me that piece of paper. Hand me that piece of paper. Inbound. Shot put up by Jaden Smith. No good. Rebounded by Shepherd. They'll come the other way. Robinson has it up top. Chase Parr. In and off the Banks. Give to Robinson. Pump fake. He'll drive, kick it to Banks for 3. Too strong. Godot gets a hand on it, tips around on the floor, ends up in the hands of Robinson. He'll drive, give it to Poffenberger. The up fake gets the man up in the air, and then he puts in the 2.
Yeah, I think an impressive thing about Carson Poffenberger over the last few years has been His post-play development used to just be kind of a spot-up shooter, but has definitely grown as a player for the Rams, especially this year. And that's been just a nice transition for the team overall.
Almost a turnover out of bounds. Frank gathers it back in, and Chase Parr comes down with another one. Great start on the defensive end for Parr. He'll throw it up for Poffenberger, who puts in 2 more. Great start on offense for Carson Poffenberger.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. Chase Parr, big guy, but he has a nice passing ability, good touch, good vision.
Pull up mid-range jumper again, this time from Martin. No good for Shippensburg. Banks will kick it to Godot. He'll drive. Spins, puts up the shot, no good, but Poffenberger's there for the follow and the putback. Poffenberger with 6 points already, 6-2 Shepherd leads.
Well, Poffenberger's been known for some big games here in the Butcher Center.
Coming off a screen there is Connor, no good this time.
Went for a career high 29 against Millersville a year ago on Valentine's Day.
Parr with a mismatch down low. He'll put up the hook shot, and he gets it to go. 8-2 Shepherd. Timeout from Shippensburg. Take a 30-second break with them. This is Shepherd basketball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Out of the timeout. Our first half on TV 10 is brought to you in part by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to HagerstownFord.com, and by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing at a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Shippensburg, another mid-range jumper, no good. That time it was from Jaden Smith. Shepherd comes the other way. Brody Davis is checked in for Godot. Turnover by the Rams. Ball's poked away by Robinson. Banks almost able to crawl on the floor for it. Ship gets the shot off. No good. Connor gets the rebound. And another block for Chase Parr.
It's not just a block. I don't know how you describe it, but, I mean, he really got up there and did not allow that shot to even have a chance.
They'll get it into Figueroa. It's Connor. Gets it over to Martin. No good. It's rebounded by Figueroa. Driving inside is Frank, who puts up the shot and one.
Yeah, Parr was caught in kind of a tough position. Wasn't able to recover and get the block or really contest the shot. Just had to try to make a last-ditch effort and ends up picking up the foul and the finish there. So not what you wanted if you're the Rams.
3-point play completed by Marcus Frank.
Not to be confused with Marcus Banks.
Right. Davis on the left wing. Get it to Banks. Poffenberger back to Davis. Thought about getting it to Parr inside. They'll go to Poffenberger first. Now Parr has it. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Ship. 8-5 our score early on in this one. Frank a little too strong on the layup. Ball's tipped out of bounds, though, by Robinson, so it'll stay with the Raiders.
Got the media timeout here at 8-5, so good back and forth action.
Yep, 15:48 to go in the first half. 8-5 Shepherd will take a 30-second break. The Shepherd basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, private wealth advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Out of the media timeout, 15:48 to go in the first half, just over 4 minutes into this game. 8-5, Shepherd leads. It's a pretty strong start for Shepherd, particularly from Carson Poffenberger with 6 points already.
Yeah, a little bit of turnovers, I guess, not necessarily, getting into a super smooth offensive rhythm, but Poffenberger has been good down low. It just kind of feels like it's just kind of a slow moving game right now. Both teams are taking a lot of time on the shot clock and everything, so we'll see if the pace picks up at all. But overall, I mean, you're happy, I think, with the start if you're Shepherd. Some good defensive plays. You just had that and one, which is kind of costly. Other than that, though, you've been very good on that end of the floor.
Coming off the screen, shooting another mid-range shot is Jaden Smith, freshman from Carlisle, PA. Makes it 8-7. Shepherd. Parr gives it up to Banks, and he'll get it back. Parr's doubled. He'll throw across court to Robinson. One more pass to Davis. Three-pointers too strong. Rebounded by Shippensburg. Timmy Connor pulls up from three. No good, but another offensive rebound for Shippensburg.
Yeah, Rams got to box out.
Martin can't hit that one. Rebounded by Parr. Banks will get it to Davis. Thought about another three. And now they'll slow it down. Set up the offense. Banks, pump fake. Almost pulled that one again. He'll get it around the outside. Davis has it. Just 4 on the shot clock. Banks splits double team. Shoots a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebounded by Parr. And his shot is blocked on the way up. Come the other way is Frank. His layup is no good. Can't get the bounce. The Butcher Center rims used to be friendly. It seems like this season, no more.
Yeah, especially
when we've been here.
In this game. It just feels like the two teams are missing some shots that you don't normally see them miss.
Davis, right wing. Can't find the shot he wants. 6 on the shot clock again. Throw it to the left corner for Robinson. He takes the three. It's too much on that one. The Shepherd offense having trouble getting going.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to Shippensburg. They're, forcing Shepherd into long possessions that aren't really opening up things for them, which typically Shepherd likes those long possessions.
The ball is stripped away by Shepherd. Frank with the turnover. Here comes Banks. He's going to kick it out to Robinson. Another three. Another miss. Ball tips out to Martin. He's going to run fast. Gives up to Smith. His layup is good this time. Shippensburg takes their first lead. Since it was 2-0.
Kind of quiet. There's not a whole lot of excitement from the Ram crowd here. Shepherd needs something to get it going. Maybe go back inside a little bit. I mean, that was very successful early.
Banks doubled off the screen. They'll give it to Brody Davis in the corner for three. No good. Another offensive rebound for Parr. He misses the first attempt, but he puts back the slam dunk on the second try.
Yeah, he's just padding the stats. No reason to make a layup. Those aren't cool, but dunks are cool, Dylan.
That's right. 4 early points for Chase Parr. All 10 points from the Rams coming from their seniors so far. Banks with a block on Connor from behind. Connor gets it back, though. Kicks it out to Martin. And he tried to make another pass, and Poffenberg got a hand on it. Mass subs coming in as there were 4 players at the scorers table for Shepherd. And it looks like the only player staying on is Gerard Robinson. We'll see Cole Parr, Elwin Wordlaw, Favor Okigwe and Michael Cooper in for the Rams. 2 substitutions for Shippensburg as well. Looks like Jalen Bowie being one of them.
Yeah, sometimes on senior night you get out of your rotation a little bit.
Jackson Boone's the other. Pull-up jumper, no good. Another offensive board for the Raiders. And getting up is another miss for Smith, rebounded by Kolpar. Here comes Wordlaw, quick the other way.
Because you give Godot the start, normally he wouldn't start, and then 8 minutes in, we finally see the second unit.
Parr doubled as he posted up. Lost the ball, stripped away by Bowie. And the dish to Boone, too far under the basket, I guess. Blew the layup.
Yeah, he kind of had an awkward angle. So now you see the second unit, are those guys going to be a little bit cold? Since they haven't played to this point. Or can they maybe even provide the spark that Shepherd's been looking for here so far?
Kolpar posts up again, goes across the baseline, loses the ball, but it ends up in the hands of Robinson. He misses a mid-range shot, and now Shippensburg gets the rebound. Slow offensive start for both sides.
Yeah, overall there hasn't been much of a rhythm, it feels like, and haven't been a whole lot of stoppages either, so sometimes that can be leading to a lot of offense, or sometimes you have a lot of long droughts, and that's what we've gotten more so far here tonight.
Kolpar for 3. He knocks it down. First points from the Shepherd bench. Makes it 13-9.
Yeah, that was big. And the Ram bench at times this year has been really good, so especially here at home. Last game here at home, we liked a lot of the things we saw against Mansfield from the second unit.
Here's a long shot missed by Frank. Shepherd gets the board. We'll go to Parr again. Posting up on Boone. Double comes, loses the handle, but get it back and passes it over to Robinson. Robinson kicking around, right corner 3, Cooper, too strong, air ball.
Yeah, you like the extra pass. Cooper, though, not a great looking shot. So that's been a lot of the threes have been a lot of out of rhythm, even though they've been good, passes or good looks.
Illegal screen from the 6'5", 220 freshman Jackson Boone. Seems like that's why Shepherd has liked to go down low so far to Kolpar, as he's got 15 pounds and 4 inches on his matchup there. And there's media timeout at 13-9. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WVU Medicine announces the expansion of its robotic-assisted surgery program with the addition of the Da Vinci 5 surgical system at Berkeley Medical Center. The Da Vinci 5 introduces over 150 advanced enhancements designed to optimize surgeon autonomy, patient safety, and care team efficiency. The Da Vinci 5 enables smoother, more precise movements for WVU Medicine's board-certified surgeons and improves patient recovery times. Visit wvumedicine.org/Berkeley to learn more.
Just over halfway through this first period here for Shepherd. They lead 13-9 over Shippensburg on senior night. Slow start for both sides on offense, but Shepherd's defense, the best in the PSAC, continues to be stout on the other end.
Yeah, the defense has been good for the Rams, and we know that they will bring it on that end of the floor. It's just, can their offense build big enough leads and be consistent enough to help get them wins? And sometimes that's a struggle. It does feel like here at home, and when we've been here also, the Rams have looked really good on offense. So it feels kind of weird to be in a game and see some struggles because we haven't seen it in person as much when we've been here, but obviously they play a lot of games. So.
Another 3 from Kolpar is missed, tipped out by Okigwe, but nobody can quite save it. Wordlaw went after it.
Because they've definitely had their fair share of struggles here in the Butcher Center. I mean, 55-47 loss to Westchester wasn't a great day for the Rams. So for whatever reason, though, it just feels like when we're here, they shoot the ball well, but not so far tonight. So we'll see if they can heat back up.
Brody Davis is checked back in for the Rams. Banks and Chase Parr come to the scorer's table. Mid-range jumper short from Bowie. Davis gets it into Cole Parr. We'll go to that matchup again against Boone. He gets it back out to Davis. Three-pointer off to the left. So threes have not fallen for Shepherd so far.
And they're not even really close.
They really haven't been. Cole Parr has hit one, and that's it. Yeah. Robinson and Okigwe go to the bench, so the Parr brothers are out on the floor together with Banks, Wordlaw, and Davis. So a big front court and small guards out there for the Rams. There's Connor with it for Shippensburg. He's going to pull up from about 18 feet, no good. Cole Parr with the board. Get it to Banks. He's going to drive, pick up his dribble, and they'll work it back around. Cole Parr, man falls down. He'll get it to his brother, and almost a huge slam from Chase Parr. And he's fouled on the way up, so he ended up losing the ball. It took him a couple of seconds to come to a safe point of landing after swinging around on the rim.
I mean, those two, they work well together. I like this unit for Shepherd a lot of the times. It's good guards that can play off of each other in terms of playing like both spots, the point guard and the shooting guard. You have the shooter, you could say, in Davis, and then your bigs that are pretty versatile. So it's a nice unit for the Rams. Maybe it can be the unit to give them the spark here tonight. We'll see.
Chase Parr makes both free throws. So give him 6 points and give the Rams a 6-point lead. Figueroa trying to get it inside. Pass is intercepted. Stolen by Chase Parr. Banks driving. Blocked by Figueroa.
That's good help defense.
Yeah, Bowie brings it, gives it over to Connor. Now it's Boone. Back over, pull up from Smith. This time he gets it to go.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith with 2 points. (15-11), Shepherd leads. Parr once again going to work against Boone. Goes to his left, puts it up, no good. I think Parr wanted the foul. He doesn't get it. Boone hands off to Connor. He'll reject the screen. Has to pick up his dribble at the free throw line and just back it out to Bowie. Bowie using the screen from Figueroa. Another pull-up. Banks this one home over Marcus Banks.
And Shippensburg sticking around. So, again, Shepherd hasn't had much offense. Their defense obviously has been good, but it's a slow-moving game so far.
Cole Parr again gets inside. This time he does get the bucket. 17-13 Shepherd, 5 points for Cole Parr.
Yeah, good rebound there. Obviously, you would have liked to have seen Davis make that open jumper, but that's what the Parr brothers can bring you. They have a lot of size out there, so they'll be able to be active on the offensive glass.
Bowie with the floater, no good. Tipped around, ends up in the hands of Wardlaw. Hustling to it, and he gets it, fires it over across court on the wing. Brody Davis for three.
Needed that one. Gives you a 7-point lead now with 6 minutes left. And shooters got to keep shooting, and that's what Brody Davis has done.
Figueroa tries to get inside, stumbles, throws a wild pass off the legs of Boone, and Wardlaw has it. They'll kick out again. Banks, three from the corner, and it's knocked down. 10-point lead for Shepherd. first bucket of the night for Marcus Banks, and a timeout by Shippensburg. 23-13, the Rams lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
First half on TV 10 is brought to you in part by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home proudly serving the area since 1880, and Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Shepherd finally finding a bit of their shot from downtown. 2 straight threes from Davis and Banks give them a 10-point lead, Nick.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes, is just seeing the ball go through the basket and feeling that momentum. And for shooters, if you can get a few to fall, it's like, okay, now I'm in my rhythm. Now I feel confident. Now I feel like I have my shot. And that's what you're seeing from guys like Davis and Banks on those last 2 threes. So they changed up the lineup a little bit here, and we'll see if it's successful. It's a 10-point lead, but good to see Banks and Davis knock down some open threes.
Yep, Chase Parr, Okigwe, Robinson, Banks, and Michael Cooper. Here's a three-pointer from Bowie, no good. Ball comes out of the hands of Chase Parr. It's another offensive board for the Raiders. Shot again by Bowie's no good. Parr does get the rebound this time. Wardlaw checked out, but is immediately back at the scorer's table. Banks backing down his man. Now gets it out to Robinson. He'll back it out. Try to set up some offense with 14 on the shot clock. He'll use a screen from Parr. They double him. Get it up to Okigwe. Who bullies his way inside. And travel is called, which I was expecting. A little later on the whistle than I would have thought, but it is a turnover. So Poffenberger will also jump up off the bench and come in for Okigwe. Wardlaw comes in for Cooper. Here comes Shippensburg. Timmy Connor, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Banks pushing the pace a bit. He's a screen from Parr. With Poffenberger. Now Wardlaw. Parr with a shorter man on him down low. Wardlaw backs it out, pulls up from 3. Can't hit it. Marcus Frank comes down with the rebound. Shippensburg trying to find something to get going on offense. Dribble handoff. This is Bowie. Short again. Rebounded by Parr. Banks goes behind the back on the fast break. Ends up losing the ball, though, into the hands of Bowie. He'll get up to Frank. And the layup on the left side is good. This time for Marcus Frank. He moves into the leading scorer position for Shippensburg with 5 points.
Yeah, unfortunately for Shepherd, that timeout seemed to kind of kill some of their momentum. Had to have that connection on that pass there.
Poffenberger pass down low to a cutting Robinson. Robinson just couldn't get the handle on it. Poffenberger, probably a little lower on the pass than it should have been, though. That'll give us another immediate timeout with Shepherd up 23-15. We'll take another 30-second break and be back to more Shepherd basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
3:42 until halftime. Shepherd leads by 8 over Shippensburg, 23-15. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini with you on the call. Kyler High and Alec Epperson behind the cameras. Colin McLaughlin back at the studio. Shippensburg still looking to find consistent offense against the PSAC's number one defense, the Shepherd Rams.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely been an issue for them. I think it seems like both teams overall have had their offensive issues, but, I mean, Shepherd did get a little bit of a run there to at least have a respectable score here at this point in the game. But Shippensburg, they've struggled for sure. Give credit to that Shepherd defense.
Martin drives and gives it up to Marcus Frank, who puts up a shot off the backboard and in.
But Ship has looked a lot better in the last few possessions. That timeout helped them, it seemed like, and now we get the media timeout as well. So both teams should be pretty well rested for these final few minutes of the first half.
Parr kicks it out to Davis, who drives. Now another kick out to Robinson. Open three, sunk. First 3 points for Gerard Robinson. 26-17.
Yeah, if Robinson can get going, I mean, that'd be huge. He's a senior. He's a leader.
A nice drive to the rim by Marcus Frank, who has found his rhythm on offense. He's up to 9 points. He's coming off of 18 against Kutztown on last Wednesday. Tied for the team lead with Jaden Smith. 26-19. Poffenberger for 3, and he knocks that down. Poffenberger with his own 9 points.
I mean, that's Poffenberger's spot. He always seems to be hitting open threes from that wing on that side of the court in the first half. He shoots it well from there.
So that would be his full rack of money balls if he was in a three-point contest, you're saying?
But it has to be that basket specifically, it feels like.
There's a foul on Shepherd, which we haven't said much of on either side. That's a foul on Robinson. That's only the second team foul on the Rams in the half. And there's only 2 fouls on Shippensburg as well. So good luck getting into the bonus before halftime. 2:09 to go until we go to the locker room. It's Marcus Frank putting himself in the double digits with that free throw.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it earlier. Not a whole lot of stoppages in the early part of this game. So you have a lot of, long moments in a basketball game, especially when you get to this level, when it's a 20-minute half and you got media timeouts, and then you're kind of expecting some stoppages, but you don't get them. Sometimes it can kind of lead to some poor offense, and that's kind of what we saw for a while, but the teams have heated up and got a good game going on now.
Frank missed the second free throw, so it's 29-20. Shepherd has it. Banks over to Robinson. Davis, right wing. Step back 3, 1 on the shot clock. It's no good. Didn't hit the rim. Shot clock violation. I think I see the conversation between Banks and Parr right now, which I was about to bring up even if I didn't see them talking about it. Seems like Shippensburg is really doubling the ball handler, usually Banks, off of these pick and rolls. And Banks hasn't really used that as an opportunity to get the ball to Parr. Here's a 3 from Martin, no good.
Yeah, sometimes Shepherd just goes these long stretches without getting Parr the touches that I feel like he should be getting.
Cross-court pass, Banks to Davis, 3, short. Again, doesn't hit the rim.
Yeah, and I mean, Davis is a good shooter, but you'd like to see him knock those down or maybe take some better shots.
And Davis will sit down. Wordlaw comes in for him.
Wardlaw could give them a spark here. I mean, they need something to be a little bit consistent here for Shepherd, whether it be down low or some outside shooting.
Comes Martin driving against Robinson. Can't get that one to go. Rebound bounces out to Wordlaw. Lob up from Banks. No look pass to Chase Parr. 31-20. Shepherd back up by double digits. Connor trying to find room to operate. He gets it up to Smith, who's able to put it up and in. It's 31-22. 40 seconds left, about 11 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shepherd doesn't like to go fast for a 2-for-1. They'll slow it down. Banks using the screen from Parr. He'll drive, shoot from the mid-range, no good. Okigwe comes down with the rebound, though, with 13 seconds left in the half. So shot clock off now. 8 seconds. 5 seconds now. Banks doubled again. Get up to Parr. Parr mistimed his jump when trying to put that one up. Probably could have just caught it. I think maybe he thought he needed to put it up immediately.
Yeah, I think so.
With the
he definitely rushed it, which is understandable. You know, it's only a few seconds, and it's hard to know exactly how much time you have in that situation. So it's a tough one. But hey, Shepherd with a solid lead here at halftime. You feel pretty good about the first half.
Yep, 31-22. The Rams lead. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the halftime show. This is Shepherd Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Welcome into the halftime show on TV 10, brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Shepherd leads Shippensburg 31-22 at halftime. It's been tough for both sides to get their offenses going, which makes sense for Shippensburg, considering that Shepherd is number one defense in the conference, and that's been their calling card all season. But Shepherd's been a little, let's call it inconsistent on the offensive end so far. They've hit some threes, but they've taken a lot of them, and they've missed a lot of them as well.
Yeah, that's what stands out to me. 17 threes and a half for this team is too many. Yeah. They don't shoot that well from three to take that many, it feels like. So usually you're talking like 17 for the game would probably be more like the number you'd like to get to, or at least, you know, in the 20s if you're hitting them. So 29% here at the half from three is, you know, not great. Now they're 12 of 32 overall. That's not too bad. 37.5%. They did hit a few. They did get hot for a little bit, but overall that's a lot of three-pointers, especially too when your big guys Parr and Poffenberger have combined to be 7 for 10 from the floor. So I'd like to see them get a few more shots. Obviously, you can't just go to them every time, but they kind of go through stretches where they get a lot of touches and then they don't. And then you don't really know why. So, yeah, some guys from outside. I mean, the guard play tonight has not been good shooting the basketball. You got 1 for 5 for Marcus Banks, 1 for 4 for Robinson, 1 for 6 for Brody Davis. Wardlaw's 0 for 1, Cooper's 0 for 1. So your big guys, I mean, they've been good. Like I said, Parr and Poffenberger, and then throw in Cole Parr as well, who's 2 for 4. And everybody else has really struggled to find their shot. For Ship, I mean, they're not really using a whole lot of their bench, so it's been pretty much a starting lineup out there, and then not going into the bench too much. So it feels like it took them a while to get it going, but they did, figure some things out as the first half went on. So competitive first half. You obviously feel good about only the 22 points allowed at halftime, but this one's far from over. So I'd say limit the three-point shot attempts and work the ball inside more if you can, and try to get some drives as well. Haven't really seen Marcus Banks attack the rim or Gerard Robinson really attack the rim. It's been a lot of outside shooting from the guard play.
Yeah, it's been tough for him to get going. And we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. And when we come back, you'll hear from Colin McLaughlin in the studio with the halftime scoreboard show. Big game in the PSAC East tonight between Westchester and Millersville, so he can give you an update on that one and other scores across the PSAC. This is Shepherd Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll hear from Colin in 2 minutes.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Apologies there, as the camera wanted to, for some reason, look up at the ceiling instead of at me as I welcome you into our halftime scoreboard show here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube at the half. It is Shepherd 31 and Shippensburg 22. So let's take a look at some scores from around the conference now. Not all these scores that you see on the screen might still be the same as some current games not at halftime like ours, but one that is Edinburgh with a halftime lead against Slippery Rock at 44-38. IUP leads Cal U 29-24. That with 2:09 left in the first half. Started the second half underway now between Lock Haven and Bloomsburg. Lock Haven has extended its lead out to 40-27 at 18-16 left in regulation. A game that Shepherd fans need to keep an eye on because seeding in the Eastern Division of the conference, Millersville a game ahead of the Rams and the next opponent for the Rams. Millersville right now trying to pull an upset on the road against Westchester, and right now at halftime is on the verge of succeeding. They lead at 36-29. Another score now at the half. It is Pitt Johnstown leading Seton Hill 39-35. And then with 2 minutes left in the first half, East Stroudsburg has extended its lead against Kutztown. That is now at 41-29. So that is some scores from around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. We'll now step aside, take another 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, we'll send it back to the Butcher Center for the second half. Again, the score at the half, Shepherd 31, Shippensburg 22.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Back inside the Butcher Center, a couple minutes away from the second half starting. Before then, we'll get you the first half stats. Brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown, including a new pop-up location in the Valley Mall. For Shepherd, it's Carson Poffenberger leading the way with 8 points. Poffenberger with 9 points. Chase Parr with 8 points. And Chase Parr also with 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in his 16, nearly 17 minutes of play. Cole Parr with 5 points off the bench. Brody Davis with 3 points off the bench as well. Gerard Robinson with 3. Marcus Banks with 3. Shippensburg on their side, it's been Marcus Frank leading the way with 10 points. Jaden Smith with 6. And then 2 each from Jackson Boone, Jalen Bowie, and Timmy Connor. Shippensburg in that first half shot just 27% from the floor, including 0 of 8 from the three-point line. As we mentioned earlier in halftime, Nick, Shepherd went 5 of 17 from 3, just 29%, which still obviously better than Shippensburg's 0%, but overall just 37.5% from the floor, 12 of 32. Neither team committed barely any fouls, 2 each for each team total in that first half. So as a result, each team made just 2 free throws. Shepherd 2 of 2, Shippensburg 2 of 3. Shepherd winning the rebounding battle 26-22 at the half. Turnover battle goes the way of Shippensburg 5-8 in that first half. So anything else from that stat sheet stand out to you, Nick, that I didn't really go over?
Not really. I just thought, overall, you feel solid about how Shepherd played in that first half. Could they have been a little bit better? Yeah, but, I think the defense was good. Obviously, holding a team to 27% is very, very good. It has been weird that we haven't had a whole lot of fouls at all, but, hey, that was one of my keys for Shepherd, at least, was to stay out of foul trouble, so they've done a good job of doing that. But, again, I just kind of feel like if you could work it inside more. We've seen a lot of threes in the first half as well, so that's probably a big reason why we haven't gotten a lot of fouls. The teams just aren't making those shots, so I think both teams will try to work it inside a little bit more, whether that come with a drive or feeding your big guys in the post.
Something that did stand out to me in that first half is the 9 offensive rebounds by Shippensburg. So if you were able to cut down on that with all their misses, then it might be hard for Shippensburg to get back into this one.
Sure.
Shepherd starts the half with the ball. Here's an open 3 from Poffenberger, and he knocks it down to continue his hot night on senior night. 12 points for Carson Poffenberger. Shepherd quickly extends the lead out to 12.
Yeah, Poffenberger's got such a tight and...
Ball's poked away by Banks. Here comes Parr. Bounce pass to Davis. Up and under layup. No good, but Banks is there for the follow. 5-0 run quickly by Shepherd to start the second half.
There's not many guys of his size playing Division II that can do something like that. That's what's impressive about Parr.
Connor. Banks almost nearly poked it away from Connor again. Trey Martin has it guarded by Poffenberger. Bounce pass inside, deflected by Banks, goes out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock. Quickly Connor heads to the bench. Bowie heads in for him.
Yeah, see if Shepherd can get the intensity up a little bit more here in this second half. And
open for 3 is Frank, no good. Marcus Frank led the Raiders with 10 points in the first half. Poffenberger quickly gets it into Parr. He lost it, but then Frank lost it right back. And they're going to get Parr for a kick.
Yeah, kind of a weird possession there, but
I think this is a problem across all levels of basketball. A kicked ball violation is supposed to be an intentional kick of the basketball.
Yes.
And I don't believe there was maybe intentional there from Parr, but I find it hard to really call it intentional. Getting inside is Bowie, but he can't get the roll in the layup. Good defense from Shepherd inside. Poffenberger, pump fake, steps to his left, no good on the 3 though. Brody Davis can't save it from going out of bounds. He got a hand on it, but then couldn't find a pass.
Yeah, again, it's been a weird shooting night for Shepherd. A lot of these jumpers just haven't looked good on their way up. Not even really hitting the rim sometimes, or just barely hitting it.
Figueroa bounce pass to a cutting Bowie for 2. Jalen Bowie with 4 points.
Rare situation where Shepherd gets caught on a back door.
Bowie had 8 points and 5 assists in Shippensburg's last game. Parr, kick out for 3 for Robinson. It's no good, but Parr gets the offensive board, throws it out to Banks. 2 for 1. This one goes down. Marcus Banks, a quick 5 points out of the locker room. Shepherd's up 15.
Another good pass from Parr. That's his second assist on the night. But he kind of set up that Brody Davis miss and then Banks layup earlier as well. So
Jaden Smith, mid-range shot, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Here comes Marcus Banks. And he'll pull it out back up top. Use a screen from Parr. Swings over to Robinson. Now Davis, 3 from the corner. Ooh, goes about halfway down and then out. 17 minutes left in this one. Frank working fast. Picks up his dribble. Work the ball around to Martin for 3. No good. Shippensburg still can't find the bottom from outside. And wow, what an interception there from Bowie on the lob attempt from Banks to Parr. And then he finishes.
Yeah,
Jalen Bowie with a nice game.
Nobody really stepped up to slow him down. He caught it and had a pretty easy lane to the rim there, but great play on both ends from Bowie.
Poffenberger has it on the right block. Backing down Figueroa. Kick it out to Robinson, who takes the 3. No good. Ball will bounce out of bounds. Oh, no, actually, Figueroa saved it before it went out. Looked like he was going to just let it go.
Yeah, it looked like he was, but chose to keep it alive, which, hey, why not?
Figueroa gets it inside to Frank. He'll go up over Robinson. Can't get it to go. Parr can't get the rebound originally, but he chases it down before it goes out. Denzel Figueroa, 6'3", 190 junior for Shippensburg, had 9 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks against Kutztown. Davis coming off the screen. Won't take the shot. He'll give it up to Banks, who will get his man up in the air with the pump fake. He'll get it over to Parr, who puts up the easy 2. Nice find by Banks.
Yeah, I like the offensive looks that Shepherd's getting here in the second half a lot more than the first half.
Back up by 15. With 15 minutes to go. Martin tries to drive. He'll kick it out to Bowie. Left corner 3. And there's the bounce. No. There's Frank, though, getting in with the rebound. The ball rolled around, bounced around for so long that I think it threw off the rebound attempt. Marcus Frank gets his first 2 of the half. And now Bowie picks the pocket of Marcus Banks, and he'll put up an easy 2. 6 points out of the half for Jalen Bowie. 6'1" junior from Frederick.
Banks has definitely had, I mean, when you're the point guard, you're going to have the most turnovers usually on the team, but he's had his issues here recently with the turnover numbers.
Parr doubled, kicks it out to Davis. 3 can't fall, but the rebound, well, it was going to bounce out to Davis, but they're going to call Poffenberger for a loose ball foul. And with 14-19 left to go in this one, we'll get immediate timeout. Shepherd leads 41-30 here over Shippensburg. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Second half on TV 10 is brought to you in part by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call them at 304-263-3361, and by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Nick Shippensburg has gotten a couple quick baskets here in quick succession from Bowie, who's had a nice second half so far, but otherwise Shepherd had been able to open up this lead a little bit.
Yeah, some turnovers leading to some easy offense for Shippensburg with Bowie. Outside of that, I mean, there's been a few putbacks and stuff here and there in the second half, but you still feel good about the Shepherd defense overall and what they've been able to do. Rams just, I mean, they're not having their shots on the outside. You see Davis go to the bench, so maybe Wardlaw or Cooper or somebody can start making those open looks. But for Shippensburg, they've had like 4 of them, it feels like, go halfway down and then bounce out.
Yep,
so.
Connor can't hit that one. Michael Cooper is in for Shepherd. Wardlaw, Okigwe, Robinson, and Chase Parr. Shippensburg really just with a two-man bench they've used so far. None of those two in right now. It's their 5 starters. Michael Cooper for 3. Can't get that one. Actually, Bowie is in off the bench for Shippensburg. Here's a 3 from Martin. Too much on that one. Long rebound out to Okigwe.
Well, it looks like they've only had about 8 guys active tonight, so.
Yeah, they seem to be missing one of their key players. Donovan Hill, who averaged 10 rebounds a game, is not even listed on the roster anymore. 9 on the shot clock. Birdlaw over to Cooper. 3 on the shot clock. Can't hit that one. Rebound almost tips out to Shepherd, but Shippensburg tracks it down.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really helped Shepherd is that they have all their guys still active for the most part. They haven't had a whole lot of injuries or guys that just aren't, eligible or whatever the case may be. I don't know what the situation is, but I mean, you have guys traveling obviously with the team, but guys that aren't playing and are in street clothes, so I'm going to presume injuries. Shepherd hasn't had that, which has definitely been a strength this year.
Timmy Connor hit a mid-range jumper on that last possession for Shippensburg. Here comes Parr. A blocking foul called on Figueroa. When the whistle came, I kind of thought it was going to be an offensive foul, but I did think it was a bit of a flop from Figueroa. So credit to the officiating on that one.
Yeah, definitely could have been the reasoning there, but just to go back to my previous point, like last year you had McLean Corley, who seemed to be dealing with an injury off and on throughout the year. I think Philip Jordan had some injuries, so they've stayed healthy for the most part this year, and obviously that's going to be beneficial to the team. And some of the teams they played recently seem to have some depleted rosters a little bit.
Parr backs down Figueroa. The hook shot is no good. Bowie, get it over to Connor. Thought about the shot. Get it to Smith. Working it around. Back to Smith. He gets inside. They're going to call him for the push-off. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Smith for the Raiders.
Brody Davis hopping up off the bench. But we will get the under 12 media timeout before he can come in. Shippensburg continuing to cut down the lead of Shepherd. It's 41-34 with 11:46 to go. Take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Second half on TV 10. Brought to you in part by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. 41-32, Shippensburg. Scoreboard got ahead of themselves. 11:46 to go in this one. Shippensburg has found their shot a little easier here in the second half. They've cut down into this lead a bit, gotten it back to what it was at halftime, a 9-point lead for the Rams.
Yeah, I think, Shepherd, again, they haven't shot great from the outside. They haven't really been able to consistently find an offensive rhythm. And that's kind of allowed Shippensburg to stay in this game despite just 32 points with 11:46 left in the contest. You'd feel like Shepherd would be winning by more, but it just hasn't really been their night for whatever reason.
Banks, Poffenberger, Cole, Parr, Davis, and Wardlaw in for the Rams here on senior night. Here's an open 3 from Cole Parr. He can't hit that one. He has made one so far tonight. Shippensburg with the ball, down by 9. Connor pulls up from the mid-range. No good. He's taken a lot of that. Shippensburg in general has taken a lot of those mid-range shots tonight. Haven't gotten a whole lot of them to fall. 41-32. Davis gives up to Parr up at the top of the key. Banks comes off a screen, takes the handoff. Wardlaw with a pass out of bounds, trying to hit Cole Parr. Parr got bumped, tried to sell it, falling to the floor a little bit, couldn't get the call. Davis sits down. Robinson checks in. Bowie comes off the screen, gets into the middle, takes a shot, no good. Banks drives, kicks to Robinson. The three up top, too strong. 10:38 to go in this one. Shippensburg working fast, a little too fast as it's poked away by Gerard Robinson. Layup, hit from behind, and he'll go to the free throw line. It'll be just a third team foul on Shippensburg. It'll go against Bowie.
Gerard Robinson at the line for Shepherd shooting 2.
Robinson with 3 points in the first half. He's still looking for his first points since halftime. That one will fall, so there is his first point of the half. Puts Shepherd up by 10. Robinson, senior from Laurel, Maryland. He misses the second free throw. And quickly comes Marcus Frank, cutting the lead down to 8. Hook shot from Cole Parr, no good. Under 10 minutes to go in this one. Pass it deflected out of bounds, stays with Shippensburg. Inbound. No good on the shot. Martin, it's nothing but air. Banks brings it back up. Chase Parr back in for the Rams. They'll get it inside to Chase Parr. He has a mismatch. Martin on him. He dribbles it off his foot.
Yeah, Parr has had some post touches that really haven't gone his way. We saw earlier the kick ball that he ended up getting, and they're just not keeping possession in a situation where you feel like he has an opportunity to score.
Bowie working against Wardlaw. Floater with the left hand, no good. Chase Parr brings it down. Working fast as Banks. Gives up to Robinson. And they'll have to back it out. Reset. 20 on the shot clock. Pick and roll. Go it over to Cole Parr on the right wing. And there's another three from Cole Parr. Put Shepherd back up by 11 with 8:40 to go. 45-34. Ball deflected out of bounds by Marcus Banks.
Yeah, good shot from Cole Parr, and he's played a big role for this team throughout the year. Obviously, him and Chase have been good acquisitions to add some height, some shooting, and some different things to this team.
Martin drives and kicks to Connor. Connor knocks down the three. First three of the night for Shippensburg.
Yeah, they've had a few that have rolled around and rolled out, but finally one falls for the Raiders. And they're still very much in this game, only an 8-point game.
8 minutes left. Parr works against Figueroa, dumps it off to his brother. Cole Parr with 2 more. He's got 10. And an assist for Chase Parr, who has 10 points himself. 47-37. Connor off a screen, 3-pointer. Can't hit it. He's a foot or two behind the line. Coming off the pin down. Here comes Banks, driving, kicks to the corner for Wardlaw. Good close out by Connor, though. He'll get it to the right wing. Robinson, 3 rolls out, but it's tipped back in by Chase Parr.
Good positioning for Parr on the offensive glass. Right now, Shippensburg has really no answers, it feels like, for the Parr brothers. They should be able to dominate.
Offensive foul goes against Trey Martin. And with that, we'll get the under 8 timeout. 49-37. Shepherd leads. Take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Join the excitement, participate in challenges, spread the word, and help us reach our Giving Day goals.
Second half on TV 10, brought to you in part by Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up for Panhandle today at panhandledumpsters.com. Use the promo code TV10 to get your first month free. Shepherd leads 49-37 over the Shippensburg Raiders here on senior night. Check in on the seniors. Ariel Godot got the start. He hasn't come back in the game since, which is pretty irregular for the Shepherd rotation. Gerard Robinson with 4 points. Chase Parr up to 12 on the night now. Carson Poffenberger with 12 as well.
Yeah, overall, it's been a pretty balanced scoring for the Rams here tonight. But just hasn't been enough scoring necessarily. But they do have a 12-point lead, so you'll take it as long as they can find a way to hold on.
Banks trying to work it inside. He'll have to get it back out. Robinson finally gets it in the Chase Parr. He'll back down Figueroa. Kick out to Wardlaw. 3-pointer. Elwin Wardlaw with the 3. Puts Shepherd back up by 15. The freshman from Frederick, Maryland, has his first 3 points of the night.
They've been waiting for him to really get some opportunities here offensively. We've seen the shooters not have their best nights, so we kind of expected them to use him a bit more, and he's been out there, but obviously it's been senior night, so you've kind of been out of your rotations and stuff like that, so good to see Wardlaw knock down an open 3.
Marcus Frank at the line for the Raiders shoots 2.
Marcus Frank, leading scorer for Shippensburg, will knock down the first free throw, getting him up to 15 points on the night. He does average 20 points on the year. He misses the second, though. 6.5 minutes to go. Shepherd with a healthy 14-point lead. Wardlaw kicks out to Robinson. He thought about the 3. And now Robinson gets it back, does take this 3. Misses it, though. Shippensburg. There's Frank driving and 1. Getting the bucket over Okigwe. Count the basket. Plus a free throw. First foul on Keegway. That's the third team foul on Shepherd in the half. And Keegway will sit down. Brody Davis will come on. Smaller lineup now for the Rams. Banks, Wordlaw, Davis, Robinson, and Parr. Missed free throw from Frank. Keep Shepherd up by 12. Banks, step back three. Too much on it. Parr can't get the rebound. It comes out to Jaden Smith, who goes quickly on the break and scores two. First bucket since the first half. 10-point game.
Yeah, again, every time it feels like Shepherd's pulled away, maybe got the game out of reach, Shippensburg battles their way back into it. Nice block.
Wordlaw blocked by Frank. Frank now drives. Nice pass. Couldn't be handled by Figueroa. Ends up on the floor. Steal by Marcus Banks. Banks takes it away from Frank. Robinson, drive and kick. Wordlaw can't hit the three, but it tips out. Rebound to Davis, and Justin Namalik wants a timeout. With 5:04 to go, Shepherd's 10-point lead remains. See if they can keep it up for these last 5 minutes. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
52-42 Shepherd with 5:04 to go. 10-point lead over Shippensburg. Shippensburg 6-13 in conference play so far this year. Shepherd at 12-7. Number 4 versus number 6 in the PSAC East. Shippensburg can clinch a spot in the PSAC tournament, more than likely, with a win here tonight. But they are still the favorite, even if they lose this one to Shepherd. They would fall to 6-14, which would make them a full game ahead of Mansfield and Bloomsburg, even before any results tonight.
Yeah, and obviously Shepherd wants this one to have a chance at third place, so a lot on both sides. That could go either way here tonight. Rams with a nice lead, though.
Parr backing down. Figueroa can't get it to go. Can't get the putback either. Shippensburg has it on the break. Layup blown by Smith. He comes out with the rebound, though. He'll drive. Floater. Foul by Parr. Almost got the roll for the N1. Checking in on some scores here around the PSAC. Currently a 20-point deficit for Bloomsburg with a minute left against Lockhaven, as Smith misses the first free throw. Millersville up by 3 on Westchester. 12-18 to go in that one.
Yeah, we'll see if that kind of could be the momentum Millersville needs to knock off Shepherd.
Smith hits one free throw at the line. Doesn't look like Mansfield is playing tonight. Banks hits the deck after the foul by Bowie.
Yes, we'll see. I mean, obviously Shepherd's going to still hold on to win this one, and with 4:21 left, it's far from over. Just a 9-point game. It's still been kind of like not the performance you necessarily wanted from this team, but again, defense is what this team's known for, and I think sometimes we see the big games like they had against Mansfield, and you know that there is some potential with their shooting and stuff like that, but they're just not consistently there offensively. But defensively, you can bring that every single night, and Shepherd brought that tonight again, and that's what puts them in a good position here down the stretch.
Banks working through the paint. Now he'll bring it out. 7 on the shot clock against Figueroa. A drive, he's doubled. Tries to throw a cross-court pass. It's intercepted by Frank, who loses control. Banks able to get it back. Gets it over to Parr, who tips it in somehow.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a tip like that, but it worked.
That looked like that was going to be a mishandled play there. But Shepherd goes up by 11.
Well, give credit to Marcus Banks, too. Not his best offensive possession that led to a turnover, but then he stuck with the play and got a steal and ended up picking up an assist. So
another offensive rebound for Shippensburg, but it doesn't come back to bite the Rams. Still up by 11, 3:20 to go. Wardlaw, Parr up top now. Banks using the screen from Parr. Robinson, right corner, no good. Ball tips around. Smith gets it up to Connor. And Davis is going to call for a foul. Fighting for the possession with Connor. Davis doesn't like that call. Five team fouls on each side. With 3:04 to go, we'll get the last media timeout and take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Basketball on TV 10.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back inside the Butcher Center. Shepherd leads by 9. Leads by 11. 54-43 after the foul called on the floor against Brody Davis. And Nick, you could tell how much that the Shepherd faithful disagreed with that last call by how the PA announcer emphasized that it was a foul called on Brody Davis. Now, I think there was enough contact that I can understand how it was called. I didn't notice a foul. That's how I'll put it at the very least. But I'm not shocked or appalled by it or by any means.
Right. I mean, you're going to have some tough calls throughout a game.
Smith. Big miss on the inbound play. And Bowie going for the rebound. Has his feet on the line. It'll be a turnover. 3 minutes to go on the dot. Shippensburg picking up full court. Down by 11. They got to force some turnovers. Robinson will get it to Parr. Now they'll work it over to Banks. 2-man game. Tried to put Bowie in jail. He'll put it to Parr, and he just barely can't get the dunk to go. It's another time here tonight that Parr's gone for the dunk and gotten fouled on the way up.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I mean, Shippensburg's going to try to probably foul here pretty soon. So if they can see some Shepherd misses, they'll certainly take it. But Shepherd continues to add to its lead with the clock stop. It's just going to be that much tougher for Ship to come back, and eventually you do kind of get out of range to even try to foul. I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not what they're trying to do there, but just kind of looking forward to the next minute or so.
15 points for Chase Parr. Bowie at the rim. Nice job of avoiding a block from Parr, but still misses. Kick out to Connor. No good. Rebounded by Davis.
Good job by Davis to go get that rebound, because it looked like one that was going to end up hitting the floor and somebody on Shippensburg grabbing it and putting it back up easy. But Davis made sure he boxed out really well and then found the basketball and grabbed it. So for a guy that you maybe not think of as necessarily a rebounder, that was a big rebound.
Shippensburg fouls. Third foul on Bowie will send Elwin Wordlaw to the free throw line.
It is kind of something that for Shepherd you really do see this team has bought into. Everybody knows that they got to play on both ends of the floor. Everybody knows they got to rebound. Stuff like that. Guys don't just go out there and be shooters or go out there and be defenders. They kind of do a little bit of everything, and that's the talent of this team.
Wordlaw makes both free throws. Shepherd's back up by 15. It's been their largest lead of the night. Just over 2 minutes left for Shippensburg to try to make a miraculous comeback on this stout defense. Connor, too much on that one. And, just running out of time.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to hit outside shots. And whatever it was, some of it was the Shepherd defense, some of it was just bad luck. But 43 points with 1:40 left, you just haven't had anything offensively that you can be excited about if you're Shippensburg.
And that's with a 17-point outing from Marcus Frank. Here's a three from Davis as the shot clock expires. Can't get it to go. Frank tried to make it 19, couldn't get it. Banks comes away with it. With a whistle.
There's a foul or maybe a whistle that didn't need to be blown.
Yeah, I think it was an inadvertent whistle.
I think for whatever reason the official thought that maybe there was a made shot there.
I guess so, yeah.
Because he was kind of pointing to the end line guys, you got to inbound the ball.
Yeah.
And then he was like, wait.
I think the way the ball bounced around was kind of similar to how it would after a make.
Which is, fair enough, I guess.
You're a minute. You're left. There's a minute left in this one. Now the official blowing a stoppage of play. I think he pointed up at the clock. So he might have seen a stoppage. Check in on some of the stats here. Shippensburg, still, they were shooting 27% at halftime. They've gotten that up to just 28.4. They've made 1 3, unlike in the first half, but still 1 for 16 overall. Shepherd, 9 for 36, 25% from 3, but it hasn't mattered. It's been enough. Shooting just 33.9% from the floor.
Yeah, definitely some ugly numbers for both teams, but ultimately Shepherd got it done when they had to.
3 from Robinson. Too much on it. 48 seconds left. Shippensburg will try to make this one look a little better in the box score, but Chase Parr is not going to let it happen, but I think they're going to get Robinson, for the foul on the other side of it.
I can maybe see Robinson. Don't love it because it was such a good block by Parr, but it happens. I do think that at this point, Shepherd's just kind of taking their 30 seconds and then getting a shot off just to avoid any shot clock violations, but also just, Shippensburg's not fouling, so there's no reason really to force anything and try to just limit the possessions at this point, which should work to success because there's only 35 seconds left and you're up 14.
Yep, Frank goes 1 of 2 at the line. He's got 18 points, but this should be the last possessions of the game. We'll just roll.
Yeah, you'll have to take one more shot with the 10-second difference.
Timeout called here so that we can get some substitutions for the seniors to come off. Chase Parr and Gerard Robinson leaving the floor for their last regular season games. Yeah. Shepherd is in line for a home PSAC conference tournament game, but
which is rare. I don't know if they've gotten one here yet during their time.
I don't know that they have.
I'd have to double check. Maybe a few, maybe years ago, but it's definitely been a while
Wordlaw pulls up from 3, no good. 8 seconds left. Shippensburg will throw it out to Bowie for 2 points to make the final score look a little better. But shot clock, or game clock, winds down. Shepherd gets the win. 58-44 over the Shippensburg Raiders to improve to 17-10 on the season, 13-7 overall. And if they can get some help from Millersville, they can move back in, or from Westchester over Millersville, they can move back into a tie for third place in the PSAC East. So with that, we will take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with the post-game show. This is Shepherd Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Post-game show on TV 10 is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. 58-46. Shepherd gets the win over Shippensburg here to potentially move into a tie for third place in the PSAC East. Going into the final game of the season, Westchester currently with a 6-point lead. Well, making an 8-point lead as the score updates with 5:23 left to go. If that result holds, both teams, Shepherd and Millersville, will be tied for third, and we won't have to worry about any sort of tiebreakers when it comes to results. There, it'll just be winner take all, and by all, I mean the 3 seed in the PSAC East. And
third place game.
Exactly, yeah. So, but for this one, 58-46. Shepherd gets the win on senior night over Shippensburg.
Yeah, good win. Obviously, kind of an ugly game for both teams. Shepherd shoots just 32.8%. Shippensburg shoots 27%. The two teams combined to go 10 of 54, I think it was, from 3 is what I calculated, I believe. But, 10 of 54, which is 19%. Yeah. So, wasn't good shooting, that's for sure. But, hey, Shepherd found a way to win. They established themselves in the paint with Chase Parr and Carson Poffenberger combining for 28 points tonight. So, that was good to see. And Cole Parr off the bench with 10. So, those 3 guys combined for 38, and that was good enough to help the Rams get the win. So, I was impressed with the big guys. Obviously, the outside shooting needs to be better. I think for the Millersville game, but hey, a win's a win, and this team sends the seniors out right, and of course we'll be back here in a few weeks for the playoffs. So overall, you've achieved a lot of your goals so far this year. See if they can get the 3 seed.
Yep. Post-game stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them at burkeandschultz.com. You mentioned the shooting for both sides. Shippensburg gets 18 points out of their leading scorer on the season, Marcus Frank. He throws in 11 rebounds as well. He did foul out right at the very end. 5 points. Only 2 players come up off the bench and play for Shippensburg. Only one in the second half. Jackson Boone didn't even play in the second half. 9 points for Jaden Smith. 8 from Jalen Bowie off the bench. Timmy Connor with 7. As you mentioned, the 12.5% shooting from three-point range for Shippensburg. On the Shepherd side, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks from Chase Parr in just under 34 minutes played. Carson Poffenberger brings in 12 points, 5 rebounds, 10 points, 5 rebounds off the bench for Cole Parr. 8 points from Marcus Banks tonight in 34 minutes, 4 assists as well. He also had 2 steals, a steal for Gerard Robinson and Elwin Wordlaw as well. Robinson on his senior night, 4 points. Bernie Davis with 3, Wordlaw with 5. Overall, 9 boards for Gerard Robinson, 7 for Brody Davis, 5 and 4 each for Parr and Okigwe. So, big night overall for Shepherd as they get the win. Even though they just shot 32.8% from the field, they kept Shippensburg to just 29% shooting. So with that, Nick, with that stat line I just read off, I think I know the answer, but our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Chase Parr did everything tonight. 16 points, like you said, 13 rebounds. I mean, I don't need to read it again, but three assists and 4 steals.
3 assists, 4 steals, 4 steals and 3 blocks. That's elite stuff right there.
Especially for a center. I mean, you don't see guys like that get a lot of steals. So he was very impressive tonight. Obviously, he always is, I feel like, doing something that you don't normally see at this level, and a fun player to watch. So, yeah, it's got to be Parr, but I mean, overall, you feel great about the defense and some of the other guys tonight as well, but Parr was clearly the standout.
All right, and with that, we will wrap it up here from the Butcher Center here in Shepherdstown, the last regular season game of the season here from Shepherdstown, but it does look like they will have a home playoff game, a home conference tournament game at the very least, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But for now, for Kyler High and Alec Epperson behind the cameras, Colin McLaughlin back at the studio, Nick Verzolini next to me, I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long from Shepherd University. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday night. It's Shepherd Basketball on TV 10 and WLNR TV on YouTube.
How can you live more fully during a serious illness? Dottie tells how Hospice of the Panhandle helped her family.
My brother Speedy became the base commander after he had been in the Air Guard for a few years and then became a general. He was the type of guy that would take people under his wing. Speedy developed a form of brain cancer, and he ended up coming to Hospice of the Panhandle, and he wanted to be around his friends, and Hospice of the Panhandle made that possible. He had over 200 visitors when he was here. And one of Speedy's last wishes was to fly over the Shenandoah Valley, and Hospice of the Panhandle helped me make that possible for him. I don't think there was one person that didn't bend over backwards to make sure that my brother was comfortable, and they would ask me, "How are you doing?" Hospice of the Panhandle, thank you so much for treating us like family.
Live on with expert care from Hospice of the Panhandle. Learn more at hospiceotp.org or call 304-264-0406.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you into the post-game scoreboard show on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as the Shepherd Rams pick up a 58-46 win on senior night over Shippensburg to sweep the day for the final home games for the Rams of the regular season. For the men's side, that now puts them 17-10 overall, 13-7 in the conference, just half a game back of Millersville for that third seed in the East. Speaking of which, let's take a look at some scores from around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. A final score from earlier today. It was Slippery Rock coming back at Edinburgh and getting a 83-81 win. With 3 minutes left in the second half, update for you now. California of PA leads Indiana of PA by a score of 71-70. Actually, IUP just took a 72-71 lead, so that game going back and forth between Cal U, who is second in the West, and IUP, who is on the outside fighting for a spot in the West, as only 4 of the 6 seeds are currently locked up. Seton Hill, IUP, and Pitt Johnstown, and even Clarion as well at 6 and 13 in the West, all fighting for those final few spots. But right now, it is IUP leading Cal U. A final score was Lock Haven getting a 83-63 win over Bloomsburg. So that one is final. And then, of course, the game that we're keeping an eye on, because Millersville is half a game ahead of Shepherd in the East, as I mentioned earlier. And with a Millersville loss, obviously that means they would be tied heading into the last game of the regular season, in which Shepherd heads to Millersville on Saturday. Right now, 2.5 minutes left in regulation. It is Westchester leading 65-62 now over Millersville. A final score 77-62. Seton Hill defeated Pitt Johnstown, and East Strasburg putting the beat down right now against Kutztown. 7:35 left in that one. It is 83-62 now. East Strasburg in control. So tune into tomorrow's edition of the Sports Mix. We will have a recap of this game for you, our commentary, and a look around the conference, seeing how the standings are as a result of final scores from those key games. As one last time, Shepherd gets the win against Shippensburg by a final score of 58-46. This has been Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. This concludes our coverage of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
McLean Corley off the Poffenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good! Daniel McLean Corley!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Hero Werner.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. All rights reserved.